Good morning. It is, our third or fourth day here now. We tried to go to Diamond Head earlier, but it was actually full, so now we're here at Koko Head. You might be able to see it right there behind me. Before we did that, though, we went and had breakfast at Kono's in Honolulu, where the food was just amazing. They were actually quite empty, so when we got there we were just in and out in just an instant. It was great. We got a chuns, which is kind of like a breakfast burrito, and that was amazing. It had bacon, Kahlua pork, potatoes, eggs. We added avocado, and it was amazing. And we also got the old school sandwich, which is just a Kahlua pork sandwich, which that also was pretty amazing. So overall, an amazing place to go eat. Definitely highly recommend it. And it's calorie high, I would say, but hopefully we're gonna burn some stuff today while going up this crazy hike. Koko Head, that is supposed to be extremely strenuous because it's like an incline hike the entire way. Yesterday when we did the Lulumahu Falls hike, that we were told was probably the hardest hike that we're going to do here on the island, unless we decide to do some like crazy unknown hike. But our Airbnb host said that this one's probably more strenuous because it's just a crazy cardio workout the entire way, because it's just uphill the entire time. So I think you're supposed to go up like almost 900 feet in less than a mile, I think it is, or like a little over a mile, which that's pretty crazy. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Check back in here in a moment. Cool.
Alright, so we made it to the trailhead of Koko Head Trail, and so begins our descent, or ascent I should say. The whole trail is made up of old train tracks, and it's quite crowded today, but we shall see. My assumptions are I'm about halfway up, or very close to half point, but quite a view from just this point. But there's a long way to go, and a very steep way to go to get to the top. Alright, so we're at the gorge part, where you have a choice of two paths. You take a safe bypass, so you can climb the stairs as if they were stairs. Go all the way up.
Alright, so we are at the top of Koko Head. We've been here for quite some time now. It's super windy. Been looking for a place where the wind is not going to be so strong. It's crazy. I'm about to try to send the drone up and see if I can get any footage. But yeah, that was an incredibly intense hike. Just a lot of cardio. The Lulumahu Falls yesterday was a much harder hike, only for the fact that we kept getting lost and it was muddy and you had to climb up and down all these things. This was just that straight shot up, and once you did it, you were good to go. So yeah, it was pretty awesome. Lynn, what do you think?
It's really awesome, really cool, but super intense. Not as bad as Lulumahu, but definitely just tedious. Step after step. You have to take step after step, and you gotta really focus on where you're going. So, I mean, it's definitely cool, but you know, it says not for faint of heart. I think it is for pretty much anyone, as long as you know your limits and you take the right amount of breaks. I think almost anyone can really do this, as long as you're in decent physical shape. I mean, Charlie and I are not in any particular bodily shape, but you know, we did fine. So yeah, it was awesome. Alright, so we just finished Koko Head Trail. It was really impressive, but also it's pretty perilous at some points. There is a couple different spots where it got really kind of crazy. People would stop and try to decide how to navigate it, so it was pretty cool. So we hit the summit and came back down. Then we came here to Rainbows. We got Well, I got a mixed plate, and then Charlie got a really good loco moco. The gravy here is excellent, and so is their macaroni salad. Super good stuff. And then kind of after chilling for a little bit, we're gonna head over to Waiola Shave to see what the hoop was all about over there. And probably after that, probably head over to the Airbnb and take a break, because that hike this morning was real something. So yeah, we'll check in then. Alright, so we're here at Waiola Shaved Ice, and I got the Waiola Rainbow. And then I also got the Hawaii 5-0 Rainbow, which is passion fruit, lychee, and bubblegum. And I believe the Waiola is cherry, vanilla, and banana. Something like that. Something crazy. Anyway, so let's find out. Oh, it's like a slushie. Oh yeah. It's super melt in your mouth, just really fluffy. This isn't like eating any other type of shaved ice I think I've ever had. This is like eating a very solid Slurpee. Here, you want to trade?
Sure. Alright, so you said this was the Hawaii 5-0?
It is. Tastes about right.
It's delicious. Yeah.
The texture is really, really, really thin. Like,
it's so soft.
It's like you're not even eating ice, you know? Super duper fluffy stuff.
What's in here? Something super citrusy.
Lychee, passion fruit, and bubblegum, I think. Who knows? Anyways, that's good enough, yeah. Alright, so we're standing in the Hilton Waikiki Village, which is like a shopping center, because we actually just got finished with the fireworks over the lagoon, which happens every Friday. We were told it lasts 10 minutes, only lasted about 5, but it was still very cool. We're literally like right underneath fireworks, and everyone's sitting around a lagoon, so it was really nice. Before that, we really just took a break. And then now we're going to be wandering around. We're going to go to Henry's Ice Cream, and then with decent luck we're going to be hitting up a Genki Sushi, because we've not been to one of those since Asia, essentially. Like, again, not Japan, but since Asia in general. So yeah, the weather's really nice right now. It's very windy, and it's quite poppin' for a Friday night, so I'm looking forward to going to these other places. Oh, we also walked past a Lappert's, which is famous in California from Berkeley, because it's been in like movies and stuff like that. But they have a Lappert's here in Hawaii. Really long line, smelled really sweet, but you know, we can actually get that kind of whenever we want, so not going there. But yeah, we'll catch you back once we try Henry's Ice Cream and after Genki. Alright, so we were at Henry's Ice Cream, and I got a different flavor than Charlie did. Charlie got a mango ice cream, and I got the Kono coffee flavor. This place is pretty famous. It's been featured in a lot of different like Japanese shows and a lot of different just shows in general. The selection is a little different, where the ice cream is already in the cup and labeled, and you just go in, grab it from the freezer, and then pay the cashier. It's cash only. It's about $5 a cup, and let's go ahead and try it. Very sweet. This one definitely tastes like coffee. It's like almost like a latte flavor, almost like a vanilla latte flavor. It's really good. And it's a bit more like almost a sorbet, but not as creamy. It's very icy, so I would consider this to be just like an ice snack. I'm sure there's cream in it, but it's not really heavy on the cream side. It's really much more on like the icy side. It's almost like the shave ice that we had earlier today. So I don't know if you would ever consider this like pure ice cream or something like that. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and try the mango, and then we'll check in with you once we figure out what we're having for dinner.
Alright, so like Lynn said, I got the mango, and it's already a lot different looking than Lynn's is. This one's a lot creamier, whereas Lynn's more of like an icier type deal, so yeah, that's amazing. The mango really sticks out. It's nice and creamy. It's awesome. I'm gonna finish this in like 5 minutes. But anyhow, we're gonna get going on this and then move to dinner because we don't have that much time before Genki Sushi closes. So we'll check back in a moment. All right, and as you can see, we're back in the Airbnb now. So Genki Sushi ended up not happening because we left too late. We went for Henry's ice cream, as you saw, and then realized that it was like, what, 9:10, 9:20-ish when we were leaving there, and Genki Sushi closes at 10. It was going to take us about 15 minutes to walk back to the car and maybe another 10 to 20 minutes to drive to Genki Sushi. We'd have like at most 5 to 10 minutes to eat at Genki Sushi had we done that. So what we ended up doing was actually going to a random restaurant that we found along the way back to the car. We were just walking back to the car looking at different places, and we ran across a place called Chibaken. Chibiken? I think it was Chibaken. And unfortunately I don't have any footage of the outside, but we went in, it was happy hour, and all the prices of the foods were super inexpensive. It was actually really worth it, and the food was delicious. I don't really have too much footage. I have some of the inside, but being that we were just so tired, we decided that we were just gonna get the food and try to get out. We ended up chatting with the table next to us, which were some locals, or at least he's lived here for 6 years, and because of that, he was able to give us some great tips on like different places to eat. He runs a food blog called nachosinparadise.com, and it's all the different places to get nachos here in Hawaii, I believe it is, so not just this island. But it worked out really well, and we were able to kind of get some knowledge from him, enjoy like just a decent light meal, and yeah, we're about to call it a night. Tomorrow we're going to a museum, Tropical Lightning, I think it is, museum. I always get the name wrong. And then a botanical garden, and then visiting the North Shore again. So yeah, looking forward to it, and looking forward to ending this night. So I guess we'll see you in the morning.